The fact that amniotic fluid is not sterile, I wrote more than once about, is no longer suggestion, but a scientific fact. But the uterine cavity is not sterile either. Currently, many scientists are searching for the optimal microbiome for fertility. Is there such a thing? It is necessary to understand that the microbiome of the vagina is not equivalent to the microbiome of the cervix and uterine cavity. If the vagina of a healthy woman is dominated by lactobacilli, it is not important for the uterine cavity. For a long time, scientists studied only the vaginal microbiome, believing that the presence of certain bacteria could increase the risk of miscarriage. For example, Gardnerella was and still is quite negatively treated. However, it turned out that with a bad vaginal microbiome, the uterine microbiome can be quite healthy. In 2018, a clinical study was conducted that revealed that the presence of Atopium, Bifidobacterium, Crisiobacterium, Gardnerella, Haemophilus, Klebsiella, Neisseria, Staphylococcus, and Streptococcus in the uterine cavity, this was determined by the endometrial biopsy, may be associated with a high rate of failed implantation and miscarriages after IVF. Currently, the testing of the endometrial microbiome is carried out by the endometrial biopsy method in the search for bacterial RNA, ERA. To be correct, 16S gene. This is only a theoretical assumption about the presence of bacteria that can harm fertility. Therefore, the treatment is also based on the theory, the use of antibiotics and metronidazole for several days. Next, some doctors will suggest vaginal probiotics, even though we know this does not improve the vaginal microbiome. So what is the problem? The fact that no one knows whether such treatment is effective and how long the effectiveness of such treatment lasts. Also, let's go back to the first paragraph. We don't know what the good microbiome of the uterine cavity is. So should we do tests which practical value has not been determined, that is, determine the microbiome of the uterus, about which we know almost nothing? From a commercial point of view, any test at the expense of the patient or her insurance is always profitable. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe to my video.